Hello there and welcome to episode 24 of my playthrough of the 2018 Harebrained Schemes BattleTech game. Today I'm going to be tackling Flashpoint mission, The Baying of the Hounds. And unlike the other Flashpoint missions that I've done, I actually remember this one. Would be difficult not to remember because today we are working for the Hounds. And if you know anything about BattleTech at all, you will have come across the Hounds at some point. They're a very, very famous mercenary outfit. Kind of really fleshed out in a series of books called the Warrior Trilogy, which are fantastic. I think I would probably say they are my favourite books in like all of BattleTech. They're the ones that I read like when I was young as well, so I maybe do have a little bit of like nostalgia towards them. But one thing that I really appreciated about like those books and the Hounds in particular was that they're like a real mercenary outfit. Or out of the three big mercenary outfits, that's the Wolf's Dragoons, the Grey Death Legion, and the Hounds. The Hounds feel like the most grounded and real. Like nasty things happen to them. They almost go out of existence. In fact, at this time period, if we kind of assume we're in 3025, I believe Morgan Kell is like in monastic retreat somewhere. Like it's gone bad for them. They have, as most mercenary units, or the three big mercenary units anyway, as most of them find, they have trouble with a Karita, and then bad things happen to them. I think that's what happens to Morgan Kell as well. It's been a long time since I read those books, but yeah, I think he's kind of he's given over the Hounds to his brother Patrick, and he does eventually come back and they restart the Hounds up. I won't give any spoilers, but suffice to say that Morgan Kell is a very, very prominent figure in BattleTech. Like all the three like major mercenary groups, they all are very like intertwined with the actual like narrative of BattleTech. So like the Grey Death Legion are responsible for like the Hell Memory Corps, which is super important in BattleTech. The Wolf's Dragoons are all kind of tied up with a clan invasion. So the Hounds, they kind of intersperse with those political dramas as well. But I always felt like the Hounds were like the most real, so to speak. So let's get into this anyway. So it's a 3.5 skull difficulty mission, so it should be okay. I remember the last mission of this being really quite hard. We do, though, get to fight alongside Morgan Kell. That's lovely. So I'll probably be bringing some big hitters for that. Morgan Kell traditionally pilots an Archer 2R. So we should be seeing that variant today. Unfortunately, it's the variant of the Archer in this game that I'm not a massive fan of. Would be better if he was in a 2S, but a 2R is fine. He'll probably be just doing a lot of long-range snipering with those LRMs. We're on Viribium, which is kind of on the outskirts of the Free Worlds League, or between the Free Worlds League and the Magistracy of Canopus. It's a bit of a hellhole of a system. There's like nothing here. There's barely anything in the shop. It's lunar as well, so you have to deal with pretty traumatic heat levels. So we'll probably be facing that as we're going through this mission. Contract length is medium, so that probably means there'll be 3 drops. There are consecutive deployments. They have a rare item as a reward, so that could be anything. There are tonnage requirements as well. I don't know if that applies on all of the missions or just maybe one. It usually is just 1 or 2. And we're up against hostile mercs today. So the mission descript reads, "You aren't going to believe this, but Morgan Kell, the Morgan Kell of the Hounds, wants us for a job. This isn't the sort of thing you say no to." So let's go ahead and begin. So there he is, Morgan Kell, the famous Morgan Kell. And I've just spilt my Ribena all over me. That'll learn me for drinking while trying to do some talking. You're here, good. I was wondering if you'd accept my invitation. It looks like Morgan Kell as well, from the kind of pictures you ever see of him. We aren't in the habit of snubbing legendary mech warriors, Kell. When we received your summons, we made following up our top priority. I will confess to some surprise at finding you here. The last I heard, you were living in exile at the St. Marinus House Monastery on Zanaya. You heard right. Left to my own devices, it's where I'd be right now. And yet we are all, and yet here we all are, orbiting a lifeless hunk of rock in the periphery. Care to tell us why? A few months ago, I've received a message from a woman I knew in a different life, my first love, Tempest. It turns out I've got a daughter by her, Megan. I never even knew that the kid existed, but she's got my eyes, and she and her mum are in serious trouble. Now, if you know anything about Tempest, you'd know how rare it is for her to put out a distress call. She's one of the most genuinely dangerous women I've ever known, and that's saying a lot. To hear her ask for my help sets off alarm bells that I couldn't ignore. What kind of trouble are they in? The life-threatening kind. Some mercenary outfit, the Beasts of Balawat, have been chasing them across the periphery, shadowed them all the way here to very Bium. I guess Tempest figured that a dead planet would be as good a place to hide as any. She and Megan and a handful of bodyguards have been hiding out here, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. And that's us, I take it. Yeah, that's you. When I smuggled myself away from Zanaya, I convinced my brother Patrick to loan me a lance of Hounds for the trip so I can support you, but only as a last resort. If the galaxy at large learned that I'd left the monastery, things could get messy. Understood. Do we have an extraction plan for Megan and Tempest? Yes, Tempest and her bodyguard have identified a functional star point not far from their current location. While the structure has been laying dormant for God knows how long, it still has functional life support and guidance systems. If they reach it, we should be able to extract them from the planet's surface, but there's a complication that you're going to have to deal with first. I've spent the past few days doing scanning sweeps of the planet's surface. I picked up a Beast of Balawat lands near the convoy's position. And their comm chatter suggests that they're packing a modified Stalker. It's a missile boat, a walking LRM platform with enough long-range firepower to wipe out the entire convoy. We can't risk moving Tempest and Megan while that thing is on the field. I need you to drop your lance, eliminate the Stalker, and then get the convoy to its destination. And you and your Hounds will be waiting in orbit while we do this. That's right, I have suspect that this entire situation is a setup that someone is targeting Tempest and Megan to get to me. If that's true and I drop in person, I could be signing their death warrants. Bait loses its value after the trap has been strung. You get me to Tempest and Megan, and then we'll figure out what to do with the Beast of Balawat. When the whole episode has been put to bed, I'll return to Zanaya and you'll walk away a lot wealthier. Do we have a deal? It's a deal. That's good, Commander Durant. I don't have a lot of friends out here. It's reassuring to know that you've got my back. Go take out that Stalker, then get my family back for me. I'll be waiting. So this should be an assassinate mission then, first of all. 3.5 schools. Yeah, lunar assassinate. Lunar missions are horrible. Now, I do have 2 points of salvage for a Stalker. So let's put our salvage up a little bit today, because if I can get leg shots or a headshot, I might be able to get one. So let's see if that works out for us. Little side quest there. In terms of a lance today, let's just clear the base here and we'll discuss what and who I'll be taking today. So it's an assassinate mission, so the Highlander's always a very good option for assassinates, given that I can do the like the pinpoint strikes with Oculus. You'll see now Oculus is actually a fully fledged member of like the top tier mercenary unit club, so he's 10 out of 10 for everything. That just really is like an ace in the deck for us, really, especially when he's in the Highlander. So if I'm kind of mech hunting like we're going to be doing here, he is a great option because he can try to get those headshots with the PPC and the Gauss rifle. It's 2.5 difficulty. We are in the lunar though, which means we're going to have to manage heat, and I don't think I need anything too crazy here. So we'll bring the Awesome. The Awesome is a real like stripper of armour, but it's got very, very good heat management. Even though it looks pretty bad there, that 54 heat sinking against 96 alpha strike, you're not necessarily going to go in for full alpha strikes, but just a good solid option really. And I think we will put Bear in the Awesome today. He has got the extra heat management on there if he needs it with coolant vent, and he is in high spirits at the moment, so that gives a little bit of an advantage to morale. Next up, we're going to need a finisher off mech. I think we're going to have to bring the Annihilator. I will leave the Atlas behind today. I don't think we'll need to rock him out for a 3.5 skull. The Annihilator is a wonderful, wonderful mech. I'm having such fun playing it. It's just fantastic. So we'll put Lady Death Lotus in the Annihilator. And then finally, I'm going to want another jump-capable mech. Really limited with jump-capable mechs. I really do need to find a Victor. I think I've got 1 point of salvage for one now, so I'm going to be hunting for those as we're going on. I think there are places in the periphery you can find points of salvage for a Victor, but I can't recall where. The Grasshopper is my best jumping like alternative here, but he's going to be running very hot. So I think instead we'll bring the Catapult, some nice LRM spamming, and we'll put Boudica in the Catapult today. And this very much is my my Dust Counters lineup. These are the original 4 founders. Well, Oculus is the founder, but these are the 4 initial members. So that's good. So let's go ahead and deploy. So again, side quests, we're going to be trying to get that cheeky Stalker. The Stalker's not necessarily a mech that I want to put on the live active roster, but as I'm kind of going through space, I will occasionally like drop mechs into cold storage and bring mechs out. I did that recently with quite a few mechs, so expect to see, especially like the heavy mechs that we've seen a lot of, they might start to go back into cold storage, and I might start to bring out those weird and wonderful options. Things like I've got a Catathract in storage. It's a 70-ton mech. I love the Catathract. I think it's a really, really good mech in this game as well. Fantastic mech. So might kind of bring that out for a little bit of variety. My kind of intention by the time I've played through this entire game is to have shown all the mechs that I actually like. I'm well on the way to doing that. I think there's only a few more that I'm kind of, like looking to kind of give some time to. So, here we are in the Luna. The Beast of Volwart's modified Stalker should be somewhere in this area of operation, Commander. It's designed to obliterate targets from range. Oh, there it is. But it's vulnerable in a CQC. I'd advise you get up to its face and engage it with short-range weaponry. Well, we can do that with the Awesome. We need to extract Megan and Tempest as quickly as possible, so watch your armour. There won't be time to repair or refit mechs between missions. We understand the urgency, Kel. Don't worry, we'll get your people back to you. Right, so we've got lots of reinforcements today. So we've got reinforcements from the right, reinforcements from the left, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, and all that. Well, let's try in the first instance. I think we're going to have to... There's a nice wall between us and the Stalk here. He's going to be able to get indirect shots whatever we do. That's fine. The Stalker doesn't really have an abundance of LRMs. Tends to bring, I think, 2 racks of LRM 10s, 2 SRM 6s, and then 4 M lasers, something like that. I'm thinking there are 2 L lasers on there as well. It's kind of like the mass upgrade from the Catapult. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's not like it's not in this game. But there are mechs like the Longbow, which is basically has like 2 LRM 20 racks and 2 LRM 5 racks, so 50 LRMs. It's rocking.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Indeed, we don't. That's why we're going to take out these this left flank first. Hopefully, we might have to kind of spawn. Or not spawn. Sorry, we might have to like help the narrative on here by getting sensor lock on the Stalker, but we'll soon find out. Oh no, here they are. So we've got a 60-ton mech right off the bat here. So we'll put the Annihilator and the Awesome kind of right and central, just so that they'll soak up any damage from LRM attacks, and then we'll put the Highlander and the Catapult out left a little bit to do some like some direct damage from up on top. So we can do that right away actually against this quick draw, and they're very badly armoured here, so they are shoddy, which means they've only got 50% of their usual armour. He is braced though, so you can see there the damage is less than it would be, but we already are into the structure. Wolverine there, so these reinforcements aren't too much to worry about. We might have more on the right hand side, but I'm glad that we're focusing on these first, because then we can't really be outflanked. Oh, there's a dragon there. I spoke incorrectly. Why wasn't that on my sensors? Must have like run from miles away. But they probably all will be shoddy, so I don't think they're going to be too difficult to take out. Especially if they're rocking 60-ton mechs, which are generally useless. So I don't think this will be a problem. Oculus, we're going to try and not jump and fire today, really, because we are in the Luna. The Highlander is such a beautifully like heat-efficient mech. It can usually jump and fire pretty much all day long, but we're going to try and like mitigate that a little bit in this particular bio. Bear now on Mars. I have to get you as close as possible. Ugh, percentages aren't great on that SRMs. Presumably we're just outside of its optimal range here, but we will take that. Will we take that? No, let's drop the 2 SRMs, actually. That'll manage a bit more heat. Ooh, nice. Looks like we got some good shots there as well. So we destroyed... wow. We did lots of crit damage there. The Annihilator should make real short work of this chap now. Yeah, 18 left on his centre. So we'll do a multi-strike here. And I think we'll just put one of the LB10s into the quick draw. That should finish it off. There he goes. Ouch. And there goes the dragon. Pilot lethal damage. So we may have got a headshot there. I think we must have done. So only that poor Wolverine left now. I do like the Wolverine as well. Lovely mech. One of the original mechs of BattleTech. Very classic chassis. Running away, which I don't blame him. And we are getting some flak here from that looked like an AC2 or an AC5. What I'm going to actually do now, that Wolverine is very little threat at all, so I'm actually just going to sprint in the Awesome and the Annihilator in this direction to take on whatever is coming over this hill. Now that's the Stalker's LRM, and it looks, I mean, unless you individually count the missiles, it looked like 20 or 30 missiles, so that's fine. Can you get a direct shock? I don't think you can without jumping, which is annoying. We'll take it though, because we won't be able to shoot on the next turn, so we'll just take the ridiculous heat here. Actually, I'll just alpha strike. Try and get this guy out as quickly as possible so we can turn and focus on the other opponents. And yeah, Cthulhu, you're going to run over here. Just making sure not to show my rear arc to that Wolverine in case it jumps and fires with that AC5. Which he's not doing. Which is good. And Boudica might be able to finish this chap off now with some indirect fire. She might be able to finish him off. She'll probably knock him over because she'll destroy his leg. She should destroy his leg. She doesn't destroy his leg, but she destroys his left side. I can't believe we've not knocked this guy over. I suppose it's because he's braced. But we just seem to have given him an absolute pummeling. That's an LRM5, which is the most useless weapon in this game. For damage, anyway. I mean, it can have its uses in terms of, cutting off... shaving off some chevrons from your opponent, but not much else, really. This should be enough to finish this guy off. It might incapacitate him, because he's taken a lot of damage. So, hopefully, he'll be out of the fray. Not yet. Close. He's still got his AC5 as well. I think he's... Yes, it is an AC5. I'm going to say the 6R is the stock variant. The 2 assault mechs, I am just going to... Let me just see where my other reinforcements are coming from. So they're coming from directly in front of us here. So I think we'll just spear up this gully here. Make them come to us. And Lady Deathwaters can do the same. She can just hold back a little bit. That'll give them something to shoot at while the others get back into position. And it's a Vindicator 1R. Miss with a PPC. What else have we got here? It's a 65-ton max. Might be a catapult. The catapult now can hopefully finish this Wolverine off. Surely. It's only 22, so we don't need anything like an Alpha Strike here. That'll be enough. So that's one set of reinforcements taken out. These don't look up to much either. I think we've got, is that a 70 tonner there? That's an Archer I'm taking, I presume. And a Jaeger mech. So that's where the AC5s are coming from. None of these mechs can stand up to an Annihilator and an Awesome. They are better armoured though, these guys. Yes, they've got full armour. So it's at least somewhat of a challenge. Just going to sprint in here with the Highlander, drop all that heat so he can come in firing on the next turn. And there's the Banshee. That's fine. We'll take LRM strikes all day. I don't even mind if they knock me over because we've got the cockpit mod. So it will not actually injure the mech warrior, which is nice. So we'll move up now with the Awesome. I'm going to do a precision strike here. I'm going to try and take this Jägermech out. Or at least take his left-hand side out. Lady Death Lotus should be able to... Yeah, I think this guy's toast. We'll do a multi-shot here. We'll go for the Vindicator because why not? Oh, we can't. He's being protected by his brother there. So we'll just do... Let's do this. Nice. Oh, I love that Annihilator. It's such a satisfying mech to run. I know everyone gets like a little bit over the top about the King Crab. Oh, the King Crab, it's so good. I really not a fan of the King Crab. It's obviously it's a heavy, sorry, it's an assault level. Sorry, I'll just do this and then I'll continue speaking of it. It's an assault level 100-ton mech, so of course it's good, but compared to the Annihilator and the Atlas in this game, no, it's just a poor man's Atlas. That's all it is. People traditionally say that about the Orion, which is most unfair because it's only a 75-ton mech, so it's hardly a fair comparison to make, is that? Ooh, get some nice shot off here on the Vindicator. See if we can precision strike this guy's PPC, which we can. So he's lost his teeth or nails or claws, whatever you want to call there, without that PPC. Stalker is still LRM spamming us, but we're nearly full stability damage there. We're gonna have to drop back. I think we haven't actually taken any damage on that left torso, but we've lost all our armor. So we will. I'm actually just going to drop back here and brace up. There we go. No point in taking any risks. The Annihilator now again, the wonderful thing about the Annihilator is because I've got the TTS ballistic built into it, I really don't have to suffer from recoil penalty, which is amazing. Like you're always basically hitting it like 80% plus, just a dream. Right, we'll just give one to each. We'll give the plus weaponry to the archer there, give it a bit more stability damage, because whatever we do here is going to knock the... I was going to say knock down, didn't necessarily think we'd destroy it like that, but that's fine. And I think we'll just... I'm actually going to bring Boudica over here, and she can sensor lock this chap, just so we can see the glory of the Stalker. There he is. Hopefully draw some fire as well. It'd be nice if the... Oh, is he run away with the archer here? I don't blame him. Yeah, I was going to say, because the tanks have taken a little bit of a beating in this particular mission. What I'll do is here, I'm going to try and do some outflanking with the Awesome. And keeps him out of danger a little bit as well. Because he's taken a little bit of a pounding on that left-hand side. The Stalker now is in a lot of trouble, because he's kind of showed his game face to us. I'm going to just go hunting with these two. I'm going to take this Awesome this archer out and try to sink off heat for the simple reason that I really want to just fire at this guy with Oculus and the trick shot that he can do. Unfortunately, we can't. So I hate the Luna, because I can't really jump and fire here. We'll just have too much heat. That's all right, I think. We've got full armor as well, so we'll try our trick shot. 18% chance, 90% chance to hit with a Gauss rifle in general, and then if it does hit, which it should, obviously, that then becomes an 18% chance to get the headshot. The PPC will destroy the head as well. I've purposely put the PPC double plus on there for that extra damage for that reason. So let's try and do our trick shot. Fingers crossed. No. But that's fine. Shot number one. Boudica, you can just come around here and you can brace again. And that's fine. Weird for it to target Jake. I suppose it's got to, because don't even know if the Stalker can see the Annihilator. You'll see him in a second though. Well, sorry, the archer will see him in a second. Here we go. Right, this should wreck this guy now. Oh, so satisfying. Wonderful. So that's taken out half of his armaments. It should have done. Stalker going for the Annihilator now. Interesting.
I'm losing armor bad.
Oculus, you... Oh, wait, is he... Oh, so annoying. We can actually move and fire here. This is good. So we'll do another one of our trick shots. Fingers crossed, everyone.
All weapons committed.
Nope. But we did get a head hit then, so that's useful. And you can just... what side is it that's injured? Is it the left side? It is. So we will keep our right-hand side... I don't know if we can do this, actually. You know, I'm just going to play this nice and cautiously. We'll just go and brace that. Now, Boudica... Actually, I can use Boudica to do some LRM shots on the Awesome here. This will knock him down, which is useful. Might even finish him off. Depends what his centre torso armour is like. There he goes. Enemy down. I do like that girl's voice. It's very, very good. Just going to keep seeing if I can get this. He's not retreating yet, but he has lost a lot of integrity on his right-hand side here. So he's lost his LRM-20s, basically. To that end, I'm actually going to do a precision shot without any of the secondary weaponry.
Engaging target.
Got another... Actually, we got a headshot and it didn't kill the head. Is it because he's braced? Right, okay. You know, I never factored that in. It must have been the PPC that shot then, that hit. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Oh, right, we'll just sprint in with you and you can sink some heat. Bang. I'm just going to keep you out of it, actually. Now, he's had multiple headshots here, so what I'm going to actually do is do a precision... Weird tactic, this. I'll do a precision strike. Drop that LRM-5 so we don't get the heat damage, because I think it's going to take 2 of those missiles to hit the head for him to blow the head up. And if we get 1, we'll get another injury. That is another injury. He's still in it, this guy. He's an absolute beast. He's lost, like, we don't have anything to worry about with this chap, though. He has very little to concern us. He has lost his right-hand side now, though. 1 left on the... okay, the rest of him's pretty well armoured, though, so I'm pretty confident I'm going to get this. Again, we're just going to keep that precision strike trick going here. See if we can get it.
Engaging target.
Nope. Ugh. These guys, their weaponry is just too big, so it will, yeah, I mean, just going to sprint you around there. It might be better going for an LRM spam with Boudica. Got loads of precision left, so we can actually do this. We just need 1 solitary missile to hit his head and it will finish him. And we can't really... We're not going to take out 114 damage on the centre torso with missiles. Let's just try this. Can we get lucky? We can! Yes! Now, I don't know if we get 2 points to the Stalker or 3. It doesn't matter because I'll be getting it anyway. But I think if you destroy like a torso, you might lose like a point of salvage. I can never remember what the situation is. We'll find out now, though, if it's... what is it, with 2 or 3 points. So 330,000 Seabills, which is pretty good because we put more salvage on. We got some payment increases there as well for the reinforcement kills. We didn't have any structural damage then. You can see that we just lost all the armour. So that's good. Look at that though. Cthulhu and Mina doing all the heavy lifting there. The Awesome and the Highlander doing not much at all. Oh, what? Ah, I tell you why. It must have been a special variant of the Stalker. That's annoying. I could throw my toys out of the pram with that one. Right, well, we'll take the SRM4 and the M-Laser Double Plus, and then we'll just go and sulk. God, I hate that. That's so annoying. I so thought I had it then. Especially when you're kind of just constantly trying to get the headshots, and then you look out with it, and then it's all taken away from you. Much like the King Crab in the priority missions, the final priority mission, you can't get access to that either. So it's obviously the same with that Stalker. I did think that was kind of strange, because it seemed to have more LRMs than I expected, so I maybe should have thought of that, but never mind. Right, now we're on an escort, so now presumably we are escorting, was it Tempest and her mother? Okay, so if we're doing an escort, we're probably going to need a bit of a quicker lance here. We'll bring the same mech warrior loadout. In terms of who we're bringing today, we'll bring the Atlas just as like an insurance policy. Not going to bring the Annihilator, it's too slow. The Archer is always a good option for escort missions. It's just got the ability to kind of sit in the middle of the escort. It's got a decent level of speed for a heavy mech, and then you can basically chew up anything that comes near you. We'll bring that Highlander as well then. That's just for some range, and we need another tank. Gonna need something a little bit quick here. I might bring the Orion. Not run him for a little while. What's his heat management like? Not so bad. Yeah, he should be alright. Can drop out an M-Laser if he gets too hot. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Just bringing Ozymandias basically to sprint up alongside the Archer and then fire when he's kind of gets the ability to do so. The Atlas 2 is such a wonderful mech because it's like having two mechs on the field, especially if you run it like I'm running it with the UAC 20 double plus and the LB 20X double plus, because you can really kind of like fire between those weapons. So you kind of either being the finisher 100-ton mech or you being the armor strip 100-ton mech, and just use support weapons to complement. Heat management's amazing, armor's amazing. The only thing it lacks, obviously, is speed, which you'd expect, given its size. But it just more than makes up for that in its punching ability. The convoy is holed up near this location, Commander. They're surrounded by battle mechs flying the colours of the Beasts of Balawat. You may have taken out their fire support, but they're still in the fight. These mercs are sinking a lot of resources into chasing after you people, Kel. Either they've got a bone to pick with you, or the client does. Priorities Oliviera. I'll deal with the mercs after my people are safe. Kel out. I get the feeling we're being used a little bit here. I don't remember the mission that well enough to remember the kind of storyline. Now, so, rendezvous with the APC, so that's nice and simple. So I think we're going to have to run down the left here. I don't know if there's any access way to the right. I don't think there is. So we'll run everyone up this left-hand flank. Oh, we've got some vehicles already here. And what are you, sir? A 60-ton vehicle. It might be an SRM carrier. It's an LRM carrier, but they've got very, very little armour, so this should blow them up relatively straightforward. So we've got 25%, so that means there are 4 of them. I eliminate the Beasts of Balawat's units, so I presume they're just kind of between us and the convoy, or the convoy, yes they are, it's just vehicles then. Cool. Right, okay, this all sounds pretty straightforward. I don't think we can get in range yet with the Highlander, so we'll sprint you up. And yeah, we're going to do this. The Atlas will be doing a lot of sprinting on this mission, mainly to kind of support the escort units, because the game will probably, try to target the Atlas, given like what a threat it is. That's my kind of hope anyway. Samson should take this out without any trouble whatsoever. In fact, I'm going to drop an M-Laser there just to conserve the heat. Their armour is absolutely dreadful. Well-armoured vehicles in this game can be quite a threat. So they can take like an Alpha Strike from an assault mech, some of them, especially like the big Shrek PPC carriers and the things like the Demolisher, things like that. Right, can you jump and fight? I don't think you can you? No, we'll sprint you up again then. It's fine.
Full throttle.
Give these chaps a shot at us, whatever they are. We've got some nice evasion levels here though, so we should be alright. Ooh, so is that a gallant urban? Yes, it is. They usually carry the machine guns. We took nasty machine gun damage there and took a headshot, but we've got the cockpit mod, so we are fine. Yeah, you should be able to take this guy out really easily. He's got very little armour. That was complete overkill.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Standing by.
And yeah, we're not going to trigger the capture zone yet. I want everyone. I mean, we've got to assume, right, that like we'll have a look at the topography in a second. It must go left because you can see the boundary of the map for this road on the right. It actually finishes here, so we are going left. Yes, we are. That's obviously the location we're getting to. So I'm actually going to sprint a lot of my mechs up to this area before we trigger the actual like mission with the convoy. You don't need the PPC there. Should be enough with the Gauss rifle. So what I'll do is I might change my tactics a little bit here. I might actually let Boudica do the triggering and I'll run everybody else up. Yeah, we'll do that actually. I've got a plan. I think I might bring the Highlander up on this hill. Bear, you're in Ozymandias, so you're going there, you're going up there, and we'll just leave Art and Boudica back to trigger the mission when she needs to do so.
Engaging jump jets.
Bear, you can brace. Samson, you can run up here. Oh, sorry, did that wrong, didn't I? Okay, it's fine though. We can just run them back. We've still got a couple of turns to run up here with the Atlas. I'm actually going to get on the road, I think, with the two tanks. Try and draw as much fire as possible. Actually, it's better that we did that because then the Archer can kind of keep up with the convoy. We've got a drop ship coming there. Whether that's us, that will be us. That will be the location of our of where the vehicles are getting picked up from. Samson, just bring you back a little bit. You there, and then when Ozymandias gets in position now, which will be here, I think we're then ready to go. Here we are. And we're already on the board. I think that's a Warhammer up there. The convoy is moving out, Commander. Can't get the pilot to talk over the comms, though I've been hailing them since I set you down at the drop zone, and it's nothing but radio silence on their part. I've been getting the same thing. There may be something wrong with their comms. Either way, they're rolling towards the extraction point. It won't matter why they aren't answering their comms if the beast blows them to scrap. Agreed. Proceed with the plan. I'll have a medical team standing by on a dropship just in case. Right, cool. So we've got more vehicles and a Warhammer, as I thought. I think that's it. Is there another mech around here? No? Some graphic weirdness going on up there. Some kind of Northern Lights. Boudica, you can sprint here. Actually, she can keep up with the convoy. Got a nice placement on these mechs, so we should be alright. We'll just have to see whether they target the vehicles or not. Which they might be doing that. If they're avoiding firing at us, they might be doing a cheeky little thing here. The Striker is nothing to worry about. That's useless. The Narc Beacon, there's not enough firepower on shore for it to worry me. So I'm going to drop the Orion back a little bit to Alpha Strike this left-hand side of the Warhammer. Good, good. Got a head hit there as well. They must have like reinforcements coming up. A 3.5 skull mission, you don't get, it's never that easy. At least these vehicles are well armoured though, but I think we'll do a precision strike here and just wreck this Warhammer. I love that Atlas too. So that's taken his left-hand side out, which should have taken PPCs. Oh, and our vehicles have got a little cheeky attack as well, which is good. Oh, there's the third one. So you can see they're not actually attacking my like guys here. They're just waiting for the vehicles. I'm really not worried about this guy anymore. He's lost half of his armament. So instead I'm just going to go and stand on this Demolisher with the Highlander. Hopefully we don't miss. It's always embarrassing if you miss a stomp with a mech against a tank. Demolisher had to be targeted there. I'm really glad that I just saw that, because two AC-20s would have probably destroyed one of these vehicles quite easily. Whereas now there's nothing to do that really. The Warhammer, the PPC will strip off armor, but it won't destroy them, not at that armor level. Boudica might actually do the honours for us here actually and take this Warhammer out. She knocks him over as well, that would be super. Which I'm sure she will, because the Archer has got ridiculously good stability damage on those missiles because of the Missillary Suite. And I wonder if they're getting any cheeky shots. They are! Look at that. Oh, I think we've narked him up. Or we've tagged him up, sorry, not narked him up. Yeah, played the vehicles. And yes, they are just targeting the APCs, but that's fine. I will ignore that because it's just shot. So instead, I'm actually just going to go and finish off this Warhammer. Nice. And the Narc, which is narking up a vehicle, I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't matter. Right, Bear, you go and stand on this chap. No, sorry, you go and stand on the Stalker, actually.
Location confirmed.
Not Stalker, Striker, is it? Striker?
Stay down.
And stay down, indeed. So, Oculus, I feel like we're going to get reinforcements on us here somewhere. So I'm just going to move Oculus up to this point, just to kind of cover them a little bit in case they race up. And he should be able to take this guy out really quite easily. We'll do a full Alpha Strike though, because they are quite well armoured. He didn't need it. So that's the first set of reinforcements. I'm almost certain there'll be a second force coming at us here, because what, 3 vehicles? Oh, we've had 7 vehicles and 1 mech. It's far too easy for a 3-skull mission. There's a secondary here as well if all the convoys get safely to destination. I believe only one needs to survive to complete the mission though, and I'm not secondary mission hunting in this one, so I'm not that bothered. But we'll sprint up on this like little platform here and then sprint up with everyone else just in case we do get set upon by reinforcements, which I'm almost certain we will do. Either from... Oh, here we are. Yep. And 4 mechs, that's more like it. I was going to say, I was thinking they might be coming from this direction, but there were hills there, so this makes more sense. Got a Black Knight. It's the 6KNT version, so it's the regular version. Now, if they target our vehicles as well, we might have an issue here. We're in very good position though, so we can't be in a better place really. We can jump up on high with the Highlander as well and flak down from this like little base of operations. It's only the Black Knight that looks to be a threat at the moment. Let's see if Boudica can do an Alpha Strike. I don't think she'll be in SRM range. No, she's not. So we'll bring you just out of harm's way and we'll LRM spam this Black Knight. Structure exposed. Not sure how that happened on a 75-ton mech with LRM spam, but it's got good armour as well. It's really weird. Oh, and they're attacking our Lance now, so that's good news. It means we probably will get that secondary. And he did the wise thing there by doing his ace pilot trick. Samson, I think we'll sprint you up here and we'll just let you sink off that heat. Dragon now. Ooh. We're going to be lucky if he's toast. We're not going to get the secondary. Nope, he's going to blow up. That's annoying. I hope Morgan's family weren't on there. It's one of those situations it's one of those situations though where I genuinely don't see a way I could have got that secondary objective. I could have made like a wall of mechs here, and it wouldn't have mattered. They would have still blown it up. So I think it's just a secondary objective you cannot get. It's very, very weird, but it doesn't matter now. We don't have to worry about it. So let's just go ahead and finish these guys off. They're certainly not going to destroy all three of them. Not when we've got the that. Just to take him right out. It's a good lance here as well. They've got, a Black Knight. Apparently they've got a quick draw, so that's terrible. But the Dragon, a quick draw, Black Knight, and... what's that there? I don't know what that is. A 45-ton mech. Was it a Vindicator? Did I see a Vindicator? Possibly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're all toast. Yeah, really, really tough escort mission, this one. I say tough. It's not tough. It's impossible. Like, if the AI decides to target the vehicle, you can't do anything about that. I mean, it just... it's like now, they're doing it again. No, that's not too bad. Phoenix Hawk, so not too bad. And can we... the SRMs are just not in decent range levels here. Do a precision strike, I think, on this Phoenix Hawk. Nice stability damage there. I suppose it's at least something that they are like targeting different vehicles as opposed to focusing all on the same one at this point. That makes a difference to us. Black Knight, I'm going to go for a cheeky headshot. Oh, actually no, we'll go for a cheeky leg shot. And we didn't blow his leg up, which is annoying. That would have put him in the assault category on initiative, which is why I was trying for that. Try for that again.
All weapons committed.
Nice.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I do love the Black Knight. It's a gorgeous looking mech. Catalyst brought out like a limited edition version earlier this year, the Clan Buster variant, which I'm a big fan of. Wasn't able to get one because I think they sold out in like an hour or something, and they go on sale at like my middle of the night because of the time differences. So I presume that's why I will have missed out on that, but I would have very much liked it. It's a very, very nice mech. Right, let's just... I'm not even going to think about this, it doesn't matter anymore. We'll just put some A's and B's on. I've dropped the UAC 20 because it runs very hot, and we've got the recall penalty on there. But yeah, the Clan Buster has a sword. Just looks amazing. The new sculpt was beautiful as well. It had like a really dynamic pose, and the sword is glorious. Oh, the vehicle got in on the action there. Nice. That was probably Morgan Kell's love interest. Maybe who got that shot. So we've done the mission now. We just have to finish these chaps off, and then we are done. I remember the last mission in this is really tough. I remember that. It's like you get waves of tough reinforcements thrown at you, and you've got Morgan and his archer. So it's one I'm probably going to have to bring like an absolute A team out on. We'll see anyway. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the like details are on the mission, but we'll soon find out. I mean, it's clearly someone trying to draw Morgan out, right? Like, probably it might be a Karita. The Karita have major issues with Morgan Kell. Phoenix Hawk, we're right back up on its feet. And he's got his little pew-pews now. There we go. Oh, he hit them. Good for him. But he has come in striking distance of a physical attack of the Atlas. So that's not good for him. We'll do some physical attacking now, actually. Because I do like a physical attack. Crunch. Right arm destroyed. Orion, though, no support weaponry, which really kind of keeps it out of the like elite category of mechs. For heavy level, anyway, I really do like to see a couple of support spots on there at the very least. And he's just heated himself up with that. Actually, who shall we hit? We'll crunch this guy. Yeah, why not? Crunch. We probably will finish him off as well with these support weapons here. Ooh, he's still in the fight. Good for you, sir. Good for you. And this should be enough. No, he's knocked him down though. There should be enough to finish off the Phoenix Hawk. Yes, okay.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And Boudica, can you just stand on this guy, please, and finish him off? Nice. So that went okay. We did lose one of the secondaries, but again, I just don't see how I was able to get that. But never mind. We have the convoy, but they aren't answering their comms, and we can't get anyone to open the doors. Your ex and your kid, are they? I don't know. We'll all find out once they've cut the doors open. Now get the hell out of there. We'll recruit in orbit. Kel out.
Mission successful.
Right, so his missus and daughter are not... Oh, they're in the convoy somewhere, we think. We just don't know yet. We can't get the door open. Nearly a million Seabills, that's good. What have we got here? 2 points of salvage. I'm not really bothered about any of those mechs. Do we get any nice tech? Loads of nice tech here, actually. I don't know if there's any electronics. Ooh. Ooh. Gyro double plus. Very nice. Comms double plus is good as well, actually. I think we'll go for those two. Yeah. Do we get anything else randomly nice? No. The AC20 plus, which I'll never use, so never mind. I always, if you ever want to like run for cash, take missiles. Like the best percentage for selling you get on missiles, which is weird because the AC weaponry you basically get like a tiny percentage of its actual worth, but the missiles not actually too bad. So if you have like 10 LRM20s hanging around, you can make really quite a decent level of Seabills from that. The convoy was full of corpses, everyone on it, all of Tempest's bodyguards, the drivers, everyone was dead. Tempest and Morgan weren't among them, thank God, but you know what that means. The Beast of Bolwot have them. That's right, and they have since, before we arrived on Veribium, lost the ability to speak. The whole escort mission was a trap. Good on you for surviving it. We're getting a third party call in Kel. Says her name is Ree, and that she's in command of the Beast of Valwatch. She wants to speak to you. Ree, as in Aliwa. We'll just call her Ree. No, it can't be. I do know that name, actually. I think it's a Welsh name. Put her on screen. So we'll call her Thrinodi. There we go. What a name. Commander Alawaid Theroni Ree. You're getting called Ree. That's it. Kel, I was wondering if Tempest's message would be enough to pry you away from your precious monastery. You aren't exactly the sentimental type. Looks like I owe her one, or is it Megan I should thank? Lovely girl, by the way. You should be very proud. You were one of mine, Ree. Oh, yeah. Okay, that rings a bell. It's been a long time since I've read anything about the Kel Hounds, though. I can't remember. A long time ago. You talk, I think 20 years ago I read those books. And now you're what? Kidnapping children? What the hell is all of this? It's payback, Morgan. When you decided to go off on your little spiritual retreat, you nearly... Oh, I can't even say that. You can nearly 2/3 of us. We pledged our lives to you, and you cast us aside without a word of explanation, and while most of us survived your betrayal, my sister Bryn didn't. The grief swallowed her like a whirlpool, and you're to blame. You're annoyed, we get it. What happens next? What do you think? A trial by combat is what happens. Bring whatever you want, and we'll finish this lance against lance. I want to see what you're made of, Morgan. And if you've got the guts to stand against me, I absolutely promise you that your fabled disappearing trick won't save you. I don't want to fight you, Ree. Hell, I don't even have a battle mech to pilot. My archer's still in mothballs and Zanir. Then borrow another one, damn it. You're no stranger to making knee-jerk decisions, so use that impulsiveness and figure something out. Fight us, you miserable so-and-so. You owe us that much. What assurance do we have that you'll return Tempest and Megan if we agree to this? You've got my promise, both as a mech warrior and as a Kel Hound. That's an oath I'll never break, Morgan. You know I'm telling the truth. All right, Ree, you win. You've got to fight. Send us the coordinates. My people will meet you on the surface. Right. So he might not be taking his archer today, then. we'll take Ree and her beasts on together, Durant. 2 of your mechs and 2 of mine. And I'll take the field by your side. You really sure we can trust Ree? I think so, but the truth is I don't know what choice I have. Ree's holding the cards right now, and this is the only hand I've got. Maybe not. I run a trace on Ree's comm carrier signals. She was broadcasting from an abandoned armory on the planet's surface, just a few clicks away from the combat site. If we split our forces, we could attack the armory and stage a rescue attempt. Then it wouldn't matter if Ree was keeping her word, because we'd have Tempest and Megan. Good thinking, but if we're going to try it, we'll need to travel light. Any attempt to rescue Tempest and Megan has to go off quickly and without a hitch, otherwise we'd just be putting them in danger. You know your capabilities better than I do, Commander. What do you want to do? Support me in my fight with Ree. I'll make a run on the armory. There are risks either way. So if you trust Ree to keep her word, you should stick on the agreement. Our people will drop with yours. If we've got a chance to take Tempest... the only problem with that second one there is I don't know what the tonnage restrictions are. So I've got like lots of medium mechs, but if it kind of really does go light, I literally can't do that mission. I don't have enough light mechs to do it. I've got 1 light mech, and that's the Raven on the books at the moment. So I think we're just going to have to go for the whatever the alternative is here. It sounds like a commander. We'll see you on the field. Right, cool. So let's see what... Oh, it's 4 difficulty. This is the tough one, I think. In Lunar as well, which never pleases me. I think we'll just keep this balance today. Over 500,000 Seabills, 2 points of chosen salvage. And what have we got? So he's got a... Right, he's bringing in Orion. Okay, fair enough. At least we've got gunnery skill. Like, Morgan is one of the best like mech warriors in the Inner Sphere. So he's a 9 on the gunnery, so that's good. We've got Rocks here as well in a Battlemaster. He should have asked me. I'd have lent him my Archer. I could have at least piloted something he recognised, even if it is the 2S. Well, we're going to have to bring the Highlander for sure today, right? Because, the Highlander, and Oculus would want to run again with Morgan Kell. And we'll bring the Atlas. Just trying to think who to bring. I think we'll actually bring Lady Deathloader. She's kind of my top gun. Yeah, she's great. She's got the multi-target, but she's also a very good pilot, so she can get like a little bit extra like movement out of an assault mech. Yep, let's go ahead and do this. It's kind of... I don't know why they didn't have him in his Archer. Like, surely they could have just had... he had the Archer lent to him by his brother. I just don't remember that. I don't remember him bringing in Orion when I last played this game through, but hey-ho. Doesn't really matter. I suppose the Orion's a better option in that it's a 75-ton mech, so... Like I said, I do remember this one being really, really tough. So I might, presuming that Morgan's going to have to stay alive, we might have to use this Rox character as a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Battlemaster's a completely solid mech, but can it stand up to like waves of heavy mechs? Probably not. Whereas Ozymandias can. He's such a beast. We'll see what happens anyway. Morgan, you're here. After all these years, you can't imagine how gratifying it is to see you on the other end of the battlefield. You promised to release Tempest and Megan. I expect you to keep your word. It's already done. As we speak, a dropship carrying your ex and child is on its way to your dropship. On my honour, I swear that it is so. That kind of makes sense, because the Hounds are a pretty like honourable unit. So, yeah. In that case, you've got your fight. On guard, Ree. Show me what you've learnt. Right, now, we're going to get reinforcements from somewhere, so we've got to be really careful here. Okay, what's the topography like? There's no kind of way around these hills, I don't think. I'm actually going to play this super cautious. I'm actually going to hug this like touch line over here and see what direction they take. So I kind of want to spawn the reinforcements before we have to go head on with the whatever these are, I don't know, like a evil Hounds, something like that. They are Hounds at some level, aren't they? We'll run in with the Battlemaster first, because I really don't care about poor Rocks. Might take us a little bit more time to do this mission doing it this way, but I'm just acutely... We can, at worst case, we can kind of come round here and then down into this valley, and then we'll meet them in this area. But I just don't want to get outflanked if I can help it. Oh!
Eyes on hostile
Nice. That's great, actually. Okay, Morgan, you can get as many evasion pips as we can here. Just going to bring Oculus and Lady Death Lotus down the centre though there. I know what my mechs can do, you see. I don't know about them. Presumably they're just running stock variants, so they'll be fine, but they won't be as well armoured as what I would usually take. Although, an assassin, I'm not too worried about that. Oh no, it's the... Well, that's a horrible version to take in this area. Double PPCs and an LRM-10. I wish they'd have given him his archer. The Battlemaster was an LRM-15, an L-Pulse, and 6 M-lasers. Fine. Right, well, there's no point in us firing with you, Morgan, because you'll generate a ton of heat, and you've got a 45% chance to hit. So instead, we're just going to drop you back, I think. This is good. Quite happy for them to keep targeting good old Ozymandias. Really glad that I took that left-hand side, because otherwise, if we'd have gone up the centre, we'd have had these four like coming in at the side, and then we'd have been caught in a crossfire, which wouldn't have been nice, obviously. Some horrendous percentages there. Do you know, I might actually just go for a sensor lock here. That's probably the wise thing to do.
Sensor lock on target. Warning. Armor low.
Armour low? We've only... Like, what? That's... this. We've lost no armour. What is she talking... Did it even hit Oculus then? Am I looking at the wrong mech? Whatever. Talking nonsense. Computers have had a drink. Right, Battlemaster, we can just do an alpha strike. Oh my word. You go to the lunar surface, you don't bring a heat-capable mech. This is dreadful.
Here we go.
At least she's got the L-Pulse, so that's a very good weapon. There's an argument to suggest, actually, the L-Pulse is the clan variant of the L-Pulse, at least, is the best weapon in all of BattleTech. But a few people say that to me over the years. Smashed that guy up, so this is good. Not much to worry about here, I don't think. What have we got? We've got another assassin. Worst mech in the game, pretty much. It's just a light mech hunter, but against assaults and heavies, it's just a complete waste of space. We had something pretty big back here, a 60-tonner back there that I think had PPCs. Yeah, well, bring heat-efficient mechs next time, and I might have some sympathy. Oh, we've got some nice percentages now, actually, on the assassin. Again, ridiculously poor heat management. We'll drop one of the PPCs here. What a choice those two to have decided to come with. And it's a rifleman who's cooking, I think, so he's got the PPCs. What is wrong with these people? You don't bring PPP spam to Luna. It's a terrible idea, and an awesome with more PPCs. Right, well, let's try and finish you off in the first instance. We'll go for our party trick here.
All weapons committed.
You want to bring one PPC, like I've done with a Highlander, that's fine. But 3? Really? Are you mad? Right, Battlemaster, you can just try and not cook to death. Ugh, terrible. And Ozymandias should be able to finish off. Do we even need to do a precision strike here? I don't think we do. Look at that beautiful heat management with Lady Death Lotus. Amazing. We'll drop our some weaponry though here. I think we'll drop out the SRM-60 just to conserve a little bit of heat. Excellent. Left arm gone.
Reporting critical hit. Come on, Net Warriors, it's go time.
Now I know why I didn't choose that voice on one of my mech pilots. No, mech warriors, excuse me.
Ready to get it on.
Okay, we'll just smash into this rifleman. We might as well just take the heat. Ugh. I'm glad that someone took this seriously anyway and decided to bring a half decent land, so I think we get absolutely destroyed today. And they're starting to LRM spam us now, but I'm not too worried about that. We're a long way out, and we've not got that much to worry about here. They are not... In fact, everyone is... If this is the Hounds like idea of a joke, I'm not sure. But to kind of go to battle on the moon with this ridiculous level of PPCs and like no heat management, it's ridiculous. By both sides. No wonder they're always seen as like the B grade like mercenary outfit. Even though I'm saying that completely tongue in cheek, I actually really love the Hounds, but yeah. Right, I'm going to actually just go and physically attack this guy. Just sink off the remainder of that heat. Might be enough to finish him off, or take an arm off at least. Left arm, left torso destroyed, very good. Got the S lasers as well. Oh, no, sorry, it's the S pulses, I think, on you. You can do the same thing. So the Battlemaster's got a nice attack. Right arm destroyed this time. I don't think there's any support weaponry on there. It's always like, it's an interesting like mechanic being in the like lunar or the Martian, because you tend, no matter what you do with your heat management, you tend to run hot. But I don't like it because I feel like you can never really get like an efficient lance. Like whatever you're trying to do, it gets mitigated. Now that inherently makes it interesting because you have to kind of change up your tactics. But if you're just in like normal area, like in the Highlands or something like that, you can really play it how you want to play it, which makes it easier, obviously. So there are kind of, you know, this gives it some variety. But if I'm ever doing like random missions, I very, very rarely choose to do them in the lunar or Martian. Or if I go to a system where like there are predominantly lunar or Martian missions, I kind of just go to the shop and then go somewhere else. Because it's just a bit of a pain in the backside, really. We'll just keep smashing into this awesome, I think, here. Might take him out. There he goes. Very good. Be interesting to see what the main beast of Balwats are actually rocking. I'm just going to physically attack this guy, I think. We'll try to drop as much heat as we can by the time the... Oh, good shot there, Rox. Very good shot. Be interesting to see what they are rocking, if they've gone ridiculous PPC spam as well. Now it's a straight up fight, so we can't get outflanked, and I think we'll hug this like rock hill, whatever it is here. See if we can get anyone. Oh, here they are. They're coming right around the corner now, actually. So we'll keep as close to this hill as possible so that we've kind of got the advantage. We're making them come into this area here. That seems to me the most sensible thing to do. And what have they got? They've got a 60-ton mech. More PPC spams. Yay! What else is here? That was probably a catapult K2 then. 65, 65, 60 and 65. They must have brought the catapult K2 because it looks like they're stupid enough to do it. Awful mech. Worst mech. Terrible. There it is. Shocking. Horrible mech. Yeah, we'll focus on you. I'm really not bothered about Morgan. He got some good shots off there, so that's nice. But they can't do anything. They're completely useless with those PPC spams. Just can't do anything. I'm just going to have to get all the heavy lifting done by the the Highlander and the Atlas here. Surprised that didn't get into his armour there. He took some pretty nasty shots. Got into his structure, sorry. That might be a normal catapult, possibly. It's a 65 ton with LRMs anyway. Right. Can you... Oh, you should be able to really give this guy a bad day here. Nice. Oh, now that's how you do it. Smashed.
Enemy eliminated.
I remember this mission being very difficult, but I think it's probably because I did it initially and was really kind of lamenting the heat management, like I've done throughout this entire episode. But you know what I mean, right? Like it's not hard, it's just frustrating because the heat management is so terrible. We should be able to knock this guy over here.
Right, Commander.
Are we going to knock him over?
Critical hit.
Yes, we are. That's good. That means he's in the assaults now on the next turn. So we should be able to pick him off relatively easy. So these two will move first. I think one of these is a catapult, so it should have an LRM spam. Oh, actually, can that not see us anymore? That's good. Morgan, you can do some LRMing. I just don't want you even thinking about those PPCs, to be frank. And it's a Thunderbolt up there. Oh, that was annoying. It's got the kind of leverage on us up on high. We're absolutely going to be targeting that catapult because it's still got its full complement of weapons. But Jacob, Oculus in Jacob should finish this guy off really easily. Drop the PPC here, actually, just take some heat off. Nice.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Commander.
Rox, you can go and support your Commander-in-Chief. Now, we can't do an Alpha Strike with her anywhere because she's got no heat management. So we'll try this.
Here we go.
That was good shooting.
Yes,
And big old Ozymandias now. We'll fire everything apart from the UAC-20. This should get into his structure. Nice. If you're shooting from the a lower level, you usually tend to get leg hits. Is that another Thunderbolt? Interesting. So is the lady that we are going up against in one of these, I take it? She must be, right? I don't think I saw her tag on the other two. And triple shot, it must be her. Like, that's a good macro in there if they've got the multi-strike.
serious armor
Let's have a look. Oh, skirmisher and skirmisher. So no. Doesn't tell us. Weird. Fair enough. Right, well, let's instead go here. Armor's getting pretty chewed up, but let's just move him around and... PPCs. I love PPCs, great weapons, but you really have to choose your time and place with them. Poor Roxy's getting chewed up here. She's had two head injuries now. Well, we've had two head injuries to the mech. So she's lost 2 points of health. So she's halfway down her health, which isn't great. Let's try and take out this Thunderbolt here. I will take a leg out. Yeah, nice. That's really badly chewed him up. Yeah. He is toast. He'll go in with the assaults, and we should be... I'm going to say Lady Deathlotus should get a shot off here. We have to manage our heat now, though, so we'll take off... In fact, what's your... 69 left on there, so we'll take off that, I think. That should be enough to take you out. Nice.
That's a kill.
So we're getting there. Can't really do much with you now because you can't manage the heat. That'll do. We'll get 3 shots off at least. Don't think I've got any L pulses in this game. Got loads and loads of M pulses, but I don't recall getting an L pulse. Luckily, she didn't get shot there or take an injury. That would have been bad for her. This Orion again. I think I'm just going to use these guys to LRM spam now. That's all they're really good for. And he's ridiculously moved into that radiation field, so he will be cooking in there. I'm just going to keep piling into this guy from the side here. Let's just do this. Oh, we didn't knock him over, that's annoying. But we took out his left-hand side. And rocks, again, can't really do anything. Ugh. Missed with the L-pulse. It's always disappointing when you miss with an L-pulse because you get the natural inbuilt like accuracy. Gives you that -2 bonus. And he really is cooking now, so his goose is very much cooked. Oculus, can you do us a favour and just take this guy out? Yes, you can. Well done, son. I think that's it. I don't think there'll be any more reinforcements. Well, the only reason I think I was able to do that so efficiently is because I chose wisely at the beginning. I got lucky, I went left, that's where the reinforcements were, took them out, went back and finished off the like the core unit. Nicely done, Oculus, you punch above your... I punch above my weight because I don't bring PPCs to the moon, son. Colour me impressed.
Mission successful.
Right, so that is it, I believe. That should free Morgan Kell's family. I enjoyed that mission, though. All those 3 missions were interesting, even though I didn't get a Stalker, which I'm going to really deeply sulk about this afternoon. Over 500,000 C-bills and some damage to the Battlemaster there, but generally everyone did okay. Everyone got a kill. Paul Rocks will be in the infirmary for 30 days. I don't think there's any mechs there that I'm after. No. The 5S, is that the variant with the ballistics? That is a variant of the Thunderbolt I would actually like. I've got the other variant, but I think the one with the ballistic point is actually, or the 2 ballistic points is better. Let's see if there's any special, nice, interesting things though. No, don't want the ammo because it's got tonnage. I will take the 2 Thunderbolts then, just in case I ever do want to make a run for the 5S. So let's see what Morgan has to say, and then we can get our present for the mission. That was a hell of a fight, Oculus. Ree is dead, and the beasts of Balwat have been scattered. It isn't what I'd have wanted for them, but their minds were set on vengeance. We gave them a blaze of glory to go out on instead. I suppose that's near enough the same thing. What about Tempest and Megan? Are they okay? They will be. Rhea and her people were good to their word. I'll give them that much. Naturally, Tempest is furious about all of this, and I can't say I blame her. If she had access to anything she could have fought them with, she wouldn't have needed my help in the first place. Even without a battle mech, she managed to kill 3 of them before she and Megan got captured. If Tempest had beaten Rhea at her own game, the Beast of Balwat would never have taken a swing at you, and in my opinion, they deserved the chance. Don't get me wrong, Kel. I'm not condoning the murders or the hostage taking or any of the other terrible things that Rhea pulled, but you did wrong to those people. They had a legitimate grievance, and this was the only way they could figure to settle it. You're right, they did. Suppose I'll have to live with that. The Beasts were Hounds once, my own people. They deserve better than what I gave them, but what's done is done. Anyway, I'm in your debt to the tune of the price we negotiated at the start of this whole debacle. You'll be receiving the pay plus a bonus. You've earned it. Thanks, Kel. I put Megan and her mum onto the first transport to wherever they want to go. Then I get back to Zanaya and return to the quiet life at the monastery. And I don't leave again without a damn good reason. My brother Patrick can go on running what's left of the Hounds in my absence. They'll be better off without my baggage anyway. If you ever do find yourself back in the game and need of help, feel free to reach out. We worked well together. Absolutely. Companies like yours, few and far between, Oculus, I won't forget it. Right, we just worked with a legend, Lemuel, a job for the record books if there ever was one. Godspeed, Kel. I hope that your retirement goes a little smoother now that Tempest and Megan are safe. And if it doesn't, I hope he hides again. The man paid well. Well said. Back to your stations, everyone. Let's leave this lifeless planet behind. Million Seabills, nice. Anything pleasant here? TTS plus for ballistics. I've got a few of them, that's amazing. Black Knight, meh, good to sell though. PPC double plus with accuracy, good. LRM15 treble plus, excellent. SRM2 treble plus, very good as well. I don't really use that many SRM2s, but another, we've got 2 TTS pluses for ballistics. This is a good haul actually. SRM6 double plus, PPC plus, Arm Mod double plus, which I can't see I'm ever going to use those. A piece of a Cicada and a rangefinder. Nice, good haul, good mission. Yeah, that was fun. That very fun. I'm now going to sulk about not getting my Banshee. Not Banshee, Stalker. Don't want a Banshee. Anyway, I'm going to leave it on that note because I think this has been a long episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you next time.